just didn't feel right. My calf just felt weak.
The diagnosis the doctor gave me a sort of low grade calf injury.
Bit of an update. It's currently the 18th of March. Obviously, it's been 2 weeks since the last video. Mainly because I had a bit of an issue, but it's not actually turned out to be anything serious. So that's the first positive. But essentially, I'm in Northampton. I've just had an ultrasound scan, but we'll get to that in a minute. So essentially, an update since the last video. I had that track session on the Tuesday. Followed up with a tempo session on the Friday. Everything was good. Paces were good, heart rate was good, body felt good. Like I said, I've had a bit of post-tib tightness, which has been like a bit painful, but like nothing too bad. And then had my second track session the following Tuesday, 5/800, so nothing big volume wise, and the paces were literally 227 down to 221. So not quick, just really like sort of threshold sort of pace and effort. And then literally the next day, Wednesday morning, went out for my easy 9-mile jog at 8 a.m. So nothing out of the ordinary, and just sort of 2 miles in, got a bit of a cramping, dead, dull, numbing sensation in sort of bottom of my calf, top of my soleus on the outside of my right calf, so the opposite leg to the Achilles injury. And didn't really think anything of it. It was a bit sort of uncomfortable, and I thought, this is a bit weird. It doesn't feel like a tight muscle as such. It feels like something else. Finished the run and actually got 7 miles into the 9 miles, and it actually eased off. So I thought, okay, well, things probably warmed up. Took a while, but nothing too bad. And then didn't run Thursday as planned. Cross trained instead, and then Friday at 4 p.m. warmed up for my second tempo session. And in the warm-up, it was a bit tight still felt sort of similar, but not as bad. So I didn't really think too much of it again. And then doing my run drills, and the actual run drills felt fine. But it was when I was sort of jogging off from doing the run drills, that's when it got a bit more painful, a bit worse. And then changed shoes, got into obviously my shoes for the session, and did one stride, and just didn't feel right. My calf just felt weak. It felt like I had no power, no sort of spring, just felt really dead, and again like a dull cramping sensation. So I thought, this is just not right. So me and Lou decided to call it, not to do the session, just sort of rest it. And luckily saw Matt literally the next morning, because he was in Leicester at the Athlete Hotel for the Podium 5k. So got an appointment with him the next morning, what he thinks it was, and I agreed as well, sort of like a low grade sort of strain in the calf soleus area. So after chatting with Matt and Lou at Podium, we sort of decided to book him with an ultrasound. That was today, just to sort of double check what it was, and then we actually have a more accurate idea of how many days off running this might be, how much of an impact it's going to be going forward. So got the scan today, but I've just had the scan, and apparently it's the best looking calf soleus that the doctor's ever seen. So essentially I'm just a bit of a bitch. Obviously it takes me quite a lot to not session, like pain wise, which I guess is kind of a bad thing, because you want to listen to your body as much as you can, but at the same time everyone's had a bit of niggles here and there. I can deal with a bit of pain, it's fine, but this just didn't feel right. But reassuring that nothing on the ultrasound sort of showed up, so no tears. Obviously the ultrasound can only go so deep, so potentially there might be a really minor grade sort of strain deeper in the soleus, but good signs. But essentially it means that my calves aren't strong enough to hold the load that I'm doing at the minute. So sort of decide the plan from here going forward on what needs to be done in the gym to get my calves up to the sort of strength they need to be to handle the load going forward. Maybe we were a bit early with the sort of sessions I was doing, but like you guys have seen, like the volume and intensity hasn't been that high, so it's a bit strange that it's happened sort of this early on. But maybe a sort of reminder that after 3 months no running, you need to take it even slower. So we'll obviously take that into consideration. But essentially I can try a fast walk tomorrow, and then if that's fine, try a jog the next day. So hopefully everything's all good. If it sort of keeps coming back and keeps causing me issues, then I'll have to get an MRI to see if there's anything sort of deeper down that's causing me the pain and issue. But essentially got the green light again to sort of train and figure it out and strengthen the calf and then run again. The reason why I didn't really film anything up until this point today is because I didn't again, emotions were kind of raw. I didn't want to get on the camera and sort of be flipping and swearing and stuff. Obviously, it was quite annoying when you can't run after having 3 months off. You think I'm finally back into doing stuff, and then you sort of got to take a couple of days off or a few days off, and you think it could be a week or 2 weeks, or it's a lot of unknown. So didn't really want to speak to YouTube or the camera until I sort of figured out or had got the an accurate idea of what it was and stuff. But yeah, next steps, so figuring out the plan, what it is moving forward. But essentially, it sounds like I can get back running pretty soon. So yeah, hopefully things are moving the right direction again and can crack on, because Portugal's in 2 weeks' time. 2 weeks today we fly. So hopefully I can get some sessions in out there. So we'll see.
A little zoom in as well.
What if your knob falls out?
Oh, well. It's not the first time I've been on the internet. I'm joking.
To be fair.
Yeah.
You're quite noisy compared to most
I'm
people.
so noisy.
I'd rather you make noise than think.
Have you ever massaged someone like quite hard? You're thinking it's quite actually concerning they're not in pain.
Not making noise, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Quite often. This with you, I know I'm doing the right thing.
Yeah. Ben was being nice before, but now I've got the camera in my face. He's going to be really mean.
You are gonna have to wince.
You're going to have to win.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to put an elbow
Don't worry.
really deep.
This is my second boot release of the day.
Yeah.
Payback time. How's that?
Oh, glorious.
What? New shoe day?
21st of March, I am playing F1. First thing, if Jakob wants a race, because I know he likes cars, I'll personally bring my Scirocco to Norway to beat him on the track. But aside from that, this is a good way to kill some time when you're not really training that much. But anyway, yeah, it's Friday today. I've had a 20-minute test walk on Wednesday, which went fine, pain-free. Had a 20-minute test run / jog yesterday. That was also fine. Still a bit of like, I wouldn't say pain, just like, I think it's just tightness. Hard to know exactly what the issue is. There's no sort of tissue damage. The diagnosis the doctor gave me in the email she sent with the letter was a sort of low-grade calf injury, which obviously is helpful, but I think it is there's something not quite right. But whether it's neural, there's obviously your perineal nerve, whatever nerve it is, I might have butchered that, don't laugh, wraps like round and sort of past the fibula head, sort of by your knee, and then it splits into two branches, one laterally and then one down the front over your sort of tibant, which is where I'm experiencing pain. Like, it will fluctuate, it will move around. Some of it will be laterally on the outside of my calf and soleus, like, and then part of it will be at the front over my tibant. So I think it might be neural. Got some flossing exercises to sort of release the pressure away from the nerve, because the tight muscles might just be pressing up against the nerve, and that might be causing the problem. The other thing I want to do is also strengthen my calf as a whole as well. So I've been in the gym this morning, pre-aqua jog, doing some calf loading, which should hopefully help as well. I've got a 30-minute run on Sunday. Then we're progressing things slowly from there again. So Tuesday, I think, it's a 40-minute. Then it'll be a 50. Obviously 2 days after. And then I've got a 35 Saturday, and then next Saturday, and then a 60 on Sunday. And then I fly to Portugal that following Tuesday, the 1st of April. But I think in the morning before I go, if the plan is right, because I was meant to have track stuff, but I think now we're just doing tempo stuff. It looks like I've got 6x4 minute tempo on the Tuesday morning before I fly, and then again on the Friday 3x8 minute tempo, I think it is. So just think the tempo stuff now, because I think we want to go away from the track, stick on the road. I feel like the track might be a problem, sort of running in that direction at a certain speed might have caused me some issues in my lower legs. So off the track for now, sticking to the roads, which is perfect in Portugal, because there's literally a long straight road you can use, which is really good. So camp, as of this moment, is still going ahead as planned pretty much. But yeah, fly on the 1st of April, back on the 24th. So hopefully get some good videos out there with the boys from Loughborough as well. We're all looking forward to that. Got a good villa, same villa than we were in last year. But hopefully we're sort of back on the right track now, going ahead into camp and summer season. So I'm now going to play some F1.
We're currently at Pets at Home. What's his name? Ella, what do you think of this one? Two. Right, we've got to buy it now. Should we get him?
Get Zoom on his teeth.
What are you doing, bro? They're actually planning to escape, aren't they? 23rd of March. We're about to go out for our Sunday runs. Today we have myself, Ella Saunders, Dean, and George Watson. Could have a Sunday run fit check, please,
Right.
George.
Fit check. This morning we've got the 3D Shelton and the Path t-shirt.
Fantastic.
5-6 years.
Love it.
We've got an old football Under Armour thing. What are these called? Hydroform tights. And then some, I'll call them clap.
What are they? Oh, right, yeah.
Some Dennis 180s.
Also, I'm not going to do a fit check, but I do have some new shoes that are now 3 days old. Let's hope the canal's not muddy. Take your marks. Go! On the cast today, I've got half an hour. Ella's got about an hour. And George has got 2 hours. Roughly somewhere between 16 and 17 miles. I'm going to say I've got about 4 to 4.5. And it's not that warm. The sun's gone. It's a bit colder. So the jackets are now back on. Goodbye, Ella. Unless you want to run some 620s. Lots of fishermen. So myself and George are about coming up to 3.5 miles in. Just had a chat about pacing. The question is really, would you rather, so say you've done everything you want to do or prepared to do in your own track career, so you've got to, like, I don't know what age you'd be, but you've had enough pursuing your own stuff on the track. Would you rather move up to the half or marathon, or would you rather like pace races on the track, potentially just BMCs, maybe a couple of European ones, pick up a bit of money? It's an interesting one. George, what would you rather do?
If I'm still based in Loughborough, probably in reality then, probably pace for a while, help the boys out, and then like cave, just run city miles on the roads.
Then go to ultras.
Yeah, maybe give me an hour, like give me a year of pacing, and then I run
A couple of 100 Ks.
on the roads.
Yeah. I think I'd be the same. A couple of, maybe a year or two, do some European ones. Basically, Diamond League would be
Yeah.
up there on the bucket list. You have to compete with Cisco. He's pretty good. But yeah, question of the day really.
Okay, so that's 30 minutes done, actually 35 minutes, went a bit over. It was about 5 miles-ish in the end, so pretty good. That's the best my legs have felt in a couple of weeks. Sort of minimal aches and pains, which is always nice. Post-tib seemed to have like settled down. Not as sore. Calf, that's best it felt since coming back. Only done 2 runs, but that was kind of like no pain at all. So whatever it is seemed to ease off. I've done like some flossing exercises pre-run and yesterday and the day before as well. So hopefully it was like kind of like a neural problem, and it's kind of sorting itself out along with me helping fix it. Yeah, so got 40 minutes, like I said, on Tuesday, and then building back up to sort of doing some tempo stuff the following Tuesday before I fly to Portugal. So it's looking promising, back on sort of track, hopefully. What else do I want to talk about? Actually got some new shoes. Like I said, the Mera 18s. I'm not, obviously, didn't get them for free. I bought them. Good shoes so far, very cushioned, very comfortable. I'd say it's the same stack height. It feels so on like the heel, but there's actually more stack height sort of on the ball of your foot towards the front of your foot. which for me, I land quite midfoot, so I don't really land on my heel. So that's more beneficial for me. It feels more cushioned towards the front, which is nice. I've only done 2 runs on them, so you can't really tell after 2 runs, but so far they feel pretty good. Yeah, appreciate a bit of a boring video, a lot of talking, but had to update everyone. I say everyone, the 200 subscribers I've got. But yeah, a bit of an update. I'm not injured. Fingers crossed, touch wood. It's just a bit of a calf flare up, hopefully. And that's now sort of gone, or it's been resolved. So back on track. But yeah, appreciate it's not been the most visually pleasing video. Just a lot of me talking to the camera. But hopefully get some good videos, like I said, once I'm in Portugal with the boys, because they're out for filming. Hopefully we can get some good content out there. Flying in just over a week's time. Looking forward to it. But cheers.